aren't real.
You weren't talking to guys?
That were my friends and brothers in the faith. Sure.
Were you doing hood-rat stuff with your friends?
Were you dating other people?
At university
Yeah.
for like my first year, and then I realized that this is really not gonna work.
Okay. So you were dating other people?
It's not other people, one person.
You were dating other people?
Sharon, don't put your lifestyle on me. You were out there on these streets.
I knew that this.
It feels a lot better. I'm downtown. I just came to get a few shots. It's crazy. All right, listen. Started off real quick. Not gonna front like that's my Tesla, but it looks good in the shot, right? It looks sick. Yesterday was Sophia and I's first time going out without Sade Rose for a long time. I feel like maybe since the pandemic started. All right, well, we are off to our, date night. Any words, babe? Huh? Any words? Huh?
Why do you always do that when you're on camera?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Where's the key, cuz?
I feel orcs.
Like she told me.
We out.
Thanks, girl. Appreciate you.
Oh, don't die. I couldn't find my other thing. Why? Because I'm wearing a who's with a two-piece? I'm dressed regular, cuz. Regular jegular. You reaping the sun. Oh, look at you. Man, it's a little like a double.
You guys want to pray over this really quick?
Sure, go ahead.
How excited are you?
Oh, the camera's in my face. Oh,
You see
that's
it?
what we doing.
Yeah, right here.
I'll probably get a good 7.
I
Good
see
7.
you're repping every other brand but the SO clothing.
Hey, I'm pretty sure I wore a Legacy shirt on the last Zoom meeting or something like that.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, we mean don't count.
This is for
That
the,
would see like right now it's just for us, but online it's for everybody. It's the whole interwebs.
This is online.
Hey, that's true. That's true.
Jonna, how excited are you about watching this film?
Super excited.
How do roses smell?
Even I was confused. I was like, why are you bringing me this club?
How they smell there, Tanisha?
Delightful.
Oh, come on, babe. Can you sniff? Babe, can you sniff it?
No, show me the Carfax. All right, what are we talking about?
The GP will see you now.
Light is bad, so I have to move elsewhere. Somewhere kind of exciting though, you know what I mean? Anyway, we went out, we got home, and when we got home, the girls started asking us questions about when we met.
That's kind of true, because when he used to come to London,
I don't know people from Philly either.
it's not specifically about
I have a personal question.
It sounds like girl talk.
Well, technically it was Arnesia's question, but I'm gonna ask it. When y'all started dating,
Yeah.
was there like from the jump rules like, hey, we're not doing any type of deeds?
Did you guys wait until you got married?
Yeah.
technically.
Okay.
If technicality is the way you want it.
Until
Yeah,
now.
technically.
Yeah, technically.
So in the scientific sense of things,
We did not have sex.
we did not have sex with
When the
people.
eyes of God, we were very impure.
Okay.
But were there things set in place? Absolutely.
Right,
Were they
boundaries
broken
and stuff.
often? Absolutely.
Of course.
Did you have to keep going back and saying we're not doing this? Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Which I was like, this is just so dry. Who lives like this? I'm not gonna lie, I really hated that kind of stuff. Like being like, this is just so whack. Why do we keep doing this? Let's just not do this.
Okay.
You like a? Would you also like a blanket? You sure?
Was the one blanket enough for you guys?
we've got other
Did you, oh,
throws.
you didn't even get to use it.
We've got the throws. The throws. They wanted to know how we met. Were we having sex? That's what they want to know. I like this a lot more. They were asking me these questions, and they were asking us really. One of the questions they asked was about, how did you know that Sophia was the one? How did you know that Shaun or Esso was the one? How did you know that you guys were destined? It seems as though people, especially those who were like, yeah, I'm 31, so like the mid 20s, that kind of vibe, they're in this space where they're meeting, they're in this space where they're meeting guys or they're meeting girls who aren't just on it, who aren't just on taking their faith seriously. I'm a Christian, of course, and they are too. So they're meeting people who are just on taking their faith seriously. And so as they were asking us these questions, this idea of the one kept on coming up. And Sophia was like, Esso doesn't really believe in the concept of the one. I believe that the one that you marry is the one, but I'm not sure. Because say, for example, if Sophia dies today, God forbid, or if I die, let me say, but if I pass away today and then Sophia goes and marries somebody else, are there two ones?
When I met him, I didn't think I was going to get married to him. I just thought, oh yeah, you're cool.
Now look at us. What did you say?
Meet cute.
What is a meet cute?
No.
I'm not telling, I'm just asking what a meet cute is. And, life would be different if I wasn't married to her.
That would be different.
I would be very different. I wouldn't be where I am.
That was the question, was how do you know that?
No, I think you just have to ask it. For me, as Sophia, I mean, there's who is it? Ruth and Oprah in the Bible. And Oprah's like, yo, go, leave, go to your people, go. Ruth is like, where you go, I go. Your God will become my God.
You said Oprah?
Her name's Oprah.
Her name is Naomi.
No, her name's... What am I doing here?
I don't know what you're doing, but you're
You
meant to be a
said Ruth
theologian.
and Oprah.
And plus, the name in the Bible is not Oprah.
It's
I think
Oprah.
Whatever. But
Theologians don't kill me. So that's why I was kind of challenging their notion of that. But then I also kind of started thinking about it as I was driving, that oftentimes we're looking for someone when we ourselves aren't ready for the person if they come. But I really wanted to conclude with them as saying that rather than trying to say, man, how did you know you were the one? It should have really been, how did you get prepared? Because one of the worst things about marriage is getting into it unprepared, not knowing exactly what you're getting into. Marriage is about dying to yourself and sacrificing what you want for the sake of the other person. Marriage is about making sure that you are, as a Christian, making sure that you are loving your spouse, loving your husband, loving your wife, in the same way that God is loving you. And so sometimes we think it's about waiting for the right person, where it really should be about us becoming prepared and being the right people, as opposed to waiting, as opposed to just waiting and just chilling. I know I had a song called Wait. I know what I wrote. I know what I said in the song. I know. But even in that song, I'm not talking about just waiting, twiddling your thumbs. It's less about waiting for the right person. It's all about becoming the right person. As you are desiring to get married, as you are waiting for the person, or you're praying to God, you're in your small group, so on and so forth, don't neglect that time to becoming the right person, the person that you would tell your daughter to date, men, the person that you would tell your son to marry, women. Don't marry dweebs. Don't marry guys who are just not about anything. Marry people who love Jesus. Of course, if you're a Christian, marry people who hold the same morals as you do. Marry people who are on a journey with you, who want to be on a journey with you, or just don't marry at all. You know what I'm saying? Just don't marry at all.